Uncle Frank.
What's going on, family? How y'all doing, man? It's been a while since we sit down and chatted, man. So we gotta have a recap, man, of how you guys' Father Day went and all the things that's been happening in the news, and we just got a lot of stuff that we need to discuss, man. I know our time is very limited, but we're gonna make it happen, man. I really miss you guys, and I really miss this family bonding that we're doing. Um, Today, fellas. I ain't doing much, man. I'm just doing a little pineapple juice mixed with some strawberry lemonade. Alcohol ain't gonna be my friend for a day or two. So, how y'all guys been doing, man? How y'all been doing?
What's up, everybody? This is Uncle Lou. Welcome. Tonight, I'm just sipping on a little Full Roses. Uh, yeah, it's been in a few, about 3 weeks since we been on. So a lot of
Yeah.
stuff have transpired uh, since the last time. There was a little mini war with Israel and Iraq. That kind of calmed down. So I
It's
think tonight
Iran. It's Iran, long boy. That
is
ain't Iraq.
Iran. Oh,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
bad, my brother. My
You
bad,
need to
brother.
you need to put them. You drinking some Four Loco. You ain't drinking no Four Roses.
Uh, Hey, I had that for you on Saturday.
I got you. I got I got you. I got you.
All right, everybody. This is OG Vincent talking to you. Father's Day went pretty good for me. I done had a pretty little war in my own backyard. We done had some bad weather here in Georgia, and I done had some trees fall, causing quite a bit of damage in the back. So I've been tackling that for the last couple of weeks, and been working on that. But Father's Day went pretty well for me. Um, Enjoyed myself. Today I'm just drinking on a little Corona. I'm taking it easy myself today, so
Okay.
just got a little Corona going.
What the dark man at?
Hey, what's going on? This triple OG. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the dark. I'm a little it's a little sad day and maybe a joyous day because Diddy don't made it out. But I had a pretty good Father's Day. For his family, I had a little death in my family over the weekend, so I made a turnaround trip back and forth to Detroit. But as far as me, I'm just drinking a little small something like everybody else. I'm drinking a Budweiser Platinum.
Oh, okay. All right, Paulo,
Yeah.
what's going on with you,
Y'all hear
sir?
me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Y'all know
sir.
Mr. P is in the building. It's been a long time no see. We talk here and there, but I'm glad to be in this space with you guys again. Father Day was great. Just relaxing. Got a couple, nice little gifts. Got a shirt. Let me see if y'all see my shirt. Y'all see my shirt?
Mm,
Yeah, my
Okay.
Yeah,
daughter got me a
yeah.
couple of shirts like that.
What's that?
I
Do the right
I
thing?
forget what it said. Hey, bro, you been drinking already, bro?
so
Hey,
you know,
Oh, do the
this
right
guy was
thing. They
looking
they
at
they,
me.
they do the right thing. Yeah. My bad, man. Go ahead.
Read for the people in the back. I was wondering why this guy was staring at me. I was like, oh, the black must have offended him on my shirt. So,
mm,
uh,
mm.
so we
so
appreciate that.
so
But
you
and, go ahead.
go no, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, but in honor of Diddy's acquittal on the major charges, I'm sipping the last of this Shay Shay. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna have Diddy lawyer next. So,
Mm,
old boy people off
mm,
them
mm,
RICO charges. You got a little young thug off. You got Diddy off. So Shay, I'm pretty sure Shay is on the phone with him, getting him in his pocket for his adventures with the civil lawsuit. So shout out.
Well, well, you know what, gentlemen, man. You know, we ain't said this in a while, but you know, we deal with real stories, people. So although, like Paulo said in the back, we deal with real stories. We deal with real situations, and we deal with these things outside in the real world, man. We gonna just run through a few things, man. So, what do y'all think about our president with this little Iran Israel controversy that's going on? Vincent, I'm gonna start with you, bro. Tell me what you think about this little skirmish they got going on.
That's a little too political for me, brother. I'm not gonna touch that one.
What?
Hey, bro. Hey, he live around them MAGAs, bro. He's scared. They gonna come and knock on his
Oh,
door.
that going on.
Hey, they gonna knock on his door. Not.
Oh,
Look at here, boy. We
that
heard the little
neighborhood he live
podcast.
in.
Yeah. He know.
The neighborhood he live in, huh? All right.
I'm gonna let
Hey,
y'all have that one.
Okay. Well, we understand. We understand. Lou, you know what I'm saying? Tell us something. Tell us how y'all think.
I
Tell me
mean,
what you got going on.
I mean, again, he stuck his nose in somebody else's business again, as usual. That's the second thing. Well, yeah, the second thing that he campaigned on and said he wasn't going to do is try to create or start a war. Yeah, right now we got a ceasefire, but I'm hoping and praying that there's no retaliation here in the U.S. because of that bombing. But we know how those guys over there get down. They don't play fair.
Well, you know what, man? That controversial statement Vincent just said made me drop my damn yak. Shit everywhere.
Mm.
So,
well,
Tora, tell me what you think, bro. You know what I'm saying? Since I thought Vincent was going to start off and give us the A1, but he backed down. So, Tora, let me see if you going to take some shots.
I ain't gonna say too much. I'm gonna be
Oh,
like,
God
hey,
dang.
look, what the hell you doing over there, bro?
I'm trying my yak, man. I'm trying to get it up on the floor. It don't went everywhere.
Damn, you
I
don't spit the yak.
feel this shit everywhere. But go ahead, man.
Isn't that why Pinky said he supposed to slow up on them curves? So you about to
Hey,
spill
man.
the yak.
But let me say this.
Can't be hitting them corners like that.
Let me say this again for all the people in the back. I got a big homie named Long Boy that every time I see him, he brings some shit about this big. Big ballers. Big ballers. So, you know, it's okay. It can spill a little bit. Got plenty of big ballers.
Are you pouring
So,
out one
so
for your homies or some shit?
yeah, bro, I guess shit. Long Boy gonna miss. Come Saturday, Long Boy gonna show up with another big ball like he always do. One of them tall guys. So, yeah, all right.
Got to.
I'm just gonna try not to waste no more. But Tori, you said you gonna stay away from the issue too?
Well,
What's
I ain't
going
gonna touch
on?
it. Look. I will just put it to you like this. Hey, he the president, and he's showing y'all he just another black man. He just doing what he want to do, and he showed that every little bit he do. And right, he just do what the fuck he want to do. He gonna continue to do what he want to do.
Okay,
Hopefully we
so
can. So hopefully we can survive the next 4 years. But shit,
mhm.
it's like we struggling for the first 6 months.
So Mr.
So
P, what you think?
um, I think we're giving him too much credit for what's going on because he don't understand the geopolitics. He has
Mm,
advisors and he has people in his ears who have interests over there, namely on in the resources and controlling the region for oil that
mhm.
are, supporting him and feeding this information. So he don't care. He really don't care what's going on about that one, but because his advisors or the people who are behind the scenes, the really puppet masters, are wanting that conflict to happen. He's okay with it. They can easily convince him to do that because of, again, he wants to look like this powerful man. He won't strike at Russia or Putin. He can't do shit to Putin, but he
Right.
can drop a bomb on Iran to make himself seem more powerful than he is. He's still jealous of Obama, and when Obama got Bin Laden, so he wants, for his record, he wants some type of war where he can say,
Mm.
"Yeah, I did this, or I dropped the bombs over here, and I'm this, big powerful president." He didn't get to do that his first term, but he's not making those decisions. He's not smart enough, as we already know, because of the Israel conflict, talking about he can move the Palestine into another place. We'll just build him a new, big, beautiful country. We know he knows
Mhm.
nothing about international politics or
Well,
geopolitical
let me ask you a question. Since you
politics.
said it in that term,
Hmm.
I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Trump fan. I didn't vote for the president.
Hmm.
Um, the things that he's doing now, I don't necessarily have a problem with it. I always been on the mindset that some people gonna think differently what I'm saying, but sometimes in life, if you the hog with the big nuts, you gotta let them hang out. You gotta let people see what you can and what you can't do. Um, I have no problem with Russia. Russia ain't a threat like I once thought they were because they've been fighting Ukraine for 2 years now. That shit should have been over with. Um, and what you said about him saying that he can create a big, beautiful new land for the Palestinians. I think that's a strong possibility because they created a big, beautiful land for the Israelis. And I know what you're saying about um the thermal geo or whatever you're saying about
The geopolitical,
yeah, geopolitical, but
global
they
politics.
can do
But
it. They can do it if they want to. They did it for
oh,
Israel. They can do it
well,
if they want to.
but Israel did that way back when in the 40s, and I can't remember when it started. But you can't do that today. You
Yeah,
got
you
too
can.
many
If
sovereign
you
nations now.
if you
Russia
want
can
to,
try to do
if
can
you
try to do that. Who
you see Ru-
who's gonna back it?
you see Russia doing it with Ukraine, don't you? You can do it if you
And
want
they
to.
and you, and they're taking them 2.5 years, 3.5 years, and billions of
Yeah,
dollars.
yeah,
Russia
but
don't have the economy. Just imagine if the United States tried to do that, what it would do to our economy. We're a capitalist society, so
mm,
our whole premise is to keep the markets flowing, to keep
but you,
basically the
but money
consumers consuming. Go ahead.
money is made during wartime. That's how
Right.
big countries. That's how they make their money. They embrace wars and they encourage them so that they can sell all this ammunition and stuff we make over here.
We do. Right. That's for
Yeah,
us. But I'm just
y-
saying, it serves us no purpose to try to, first of all, try to reestablish a nation or create a nation. That's what wars have been fighting for, all these years. In that case, we should have stayed in Iraq or stayed in Afghanistan. If we wanted to increase our
well, it
territory
ain't.
wise, we only want to have a presence there so that we can have a military base there in case we want to, bully
Slaps.
somebody else into submission.
Exactly. But see, that's what I'm saying, sir. That we ain't trying to create more land because we like the distance that we share from these people. Like you gotta go through the Atlantic Ocean to get to us, or you gotta go through the Pacific Ocean to get to us. And by the time you get to us, uh, you've been spotted. So I don't like I said, I don't I think a lot of the stuff this man's saying, he been saying it. I think people thought he was lying.
But
I
I don't
think
think he's smart enough, Frank. I think you were giving him too much credit. He's not smart enough to have this agenda, this plan. He's
okay,
not.
but my one of my favorite presidents is George Bush Jr. And everybody
What?
thought he was a rambling. George Bush Jr. was one of my favorite presidents because everybody thought the man was a rambling idiot. They thought he was so
To some
slow.
extent, he was. To
Okay,
some extent, he was.
but let me help you out. He was so slow and he was so dumb that he won the presidency 2 times. So somebody was voting for him, and he can't be too goddamn dumb to be the president twice consecutive. There
That
ain't been
that
a
tells
lot
you
of
the people who voting are dumber than the people
no,
running. So
there
yes, it
ain't
is, bro.
no, there ain't in history. There ain't been a lot of double presidents, Paulos. There ain't never been a lot of them.
Hold on.
So
So you like him
back
even though
back
after his stance on Katrina?
who?
Katrina.
He's saying Katrina. No,
You
his
so you
response on Katrina. I think his response wasn't quick enough because he again. That's where his lack of intelligence
Let me say this to y'all
kicked in.
because
The whole Katrina situation.
a
Go ahead.
lot of times the way I think may seem a little bit extreme. I don't give a fuck about nobody from New Orleans. The Saints, the Pelicans, the goddamn Superdome. I
the
don't give
thought
a
Damn.
of
fuck about
the thought of
nothing New Orleans, so I
um
don't give a shit about no
the
Katrina.
thoughts of Uncle Frank are not necessarily thoughts of the uncle and
I don't
OGs
give a
worldwide
shit
living. I'm
about
just saying,
nothing
don't
that
try to
got
come
nothing to do.
from all of us.
I ain't
Oh man.
Hey,
nothing
Put that
if
against New
y'all
disclaimer
see us
out
in
there.
the
Orleans.
if y'all see us on the street, if y'all saw us at the game, we went to the anybody got their bobblehead? If y'all see us outside with our shirts on,
Hey
hey,
man,
remember
that
who?
motherfucker could
Who?
still be up on the water right now, and it wouldn't bother me at all.
Damn.
Hey, Tori, you got your bobblehead right there. Anybody got their bobblehead? Mine's upstairs.
Oh
Mm,
my
mm,
God.
I
mm.
ain't hearing about no damn New Orleans people.
Tori, you got your bobblehead right there?
What's wrong with
Nah,
them
I
folks?
don't have it with me, man.
Ain't nobody got that bobblehead. Hey,
But
see if y'all see, we was just outside, going to the Braves game on Usher night without representing the unks and OGs worldwide.
yeah,
I'm
Mhm.
glad you
But
said this after we came back in the house.
but I'm gonna tell y'all
I mean,
something that y'all. Let me explain something to
but
y'all.
this is my only thing when you say he was the best. It's just my thing. His whole stance
He
in
didn't say he was the
response to
best. He said
Katrina.
No,
he
no,
liked him.
no,
He
no,
didn't say
no,
he was the
no,
best. He
no,
said he
no.
liked
No, 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 no. I ain't say I like nobody. I said I didn't vote for
him.
none of these idiots. I didn't vote for them. I just said that I enjoyed how people downplayed the man and making him seem like an idiot, and he won again. That's all I was saying.
well, well,
But go ahead,
yeah.
Tori. I'm sorry. Tori, before you say one thing, let me tell y'all something else. Paulo, what you just said about have y'all ever noticed that whenever we go somewhere, I always sit next to Vincent? Y'all ain't never paid that no attention.
Nah.
No.
So if you
Why?
motherfuckers run up on me,
What you like the way he smell or something?
Damn. Damn.
Yeah,
see,
smoke
Vince,
him
no,
like
Vince be
a
wearing that
real
cool
idiot.
water. Hey, Vince be wearing that cool water, huh, Vince? He like to smell that cool
What you
water.
got the
see,
water?
then what y'all don't understand. See, y'all jumping the gun and y'all don't understand. See, I've been outside a long time, and I had to corral myself around people that had that little small pew pew on them all the time. So I talk shit, and I hang around the ninjas that keep that little pew pew on them all the time. So if he
Mm.
run up on
Hey,
me, I'm gonna be standing there to Vincent, and he had that little
so,
small pew pew on him all the time. So I don't give a fuck about that
so,
cologne. So, uh,
so what you telling them is to take Vincent out first.
nah.
Okay, Vincent,
Well, they
he
don't
just
know
put.
which.
I would say you can't
Nah,
be telling my secret now. I put my business out there.
nah, I'm putting it in
So,
the street.
so
I'm
all you
putting it in
New
the
Orleans
street.
jokers, all you New Orleans Katrina jokers, go to you know who to shoot first.
No,
Hey, your name
I'm
right there.
trying.
Y'all see that
No,
OG Vince?
I'm trying to let y'all know in advance. If you run up with that bullshit, you better be serious about this work. Goddamn it, Scott. If you go to talking
This
and you
joker here.
playing, your ass gonna be leaking.
Oh look,
So
Damn.
now, what that shit you say? The views of Frank don't speak for Unks and OGs. So I'm just letting you know in advance. Frank said,
Mm,
keep that shit casual. Just talk about it and then keep walking.
mm,
Man,
But yeah, guys, man, it feels so good to talk to y'all, man. Laugh and joke and shoot the shit. See what people don't understand, man. We so confident in who we are that we can laugh and joke and talk about stuff that make you feel good. It's so refreshing, man. We don't went from Father's Day. We don't went from our president. We don't talked about the Israel and the Iran conflict over there, man. And now we gotta get into the meat and potatoes, man. Like if you look like me and you extremely successful, I think it's a damn shame that you gotta keep your head down because all the time somebody's at your neck, man. And this may not seem um like my views may be a little different. I said that earlier, but it seems like every time you get one of us that's successful and wealthy, everybody got their flaws. Everybody's saying everybody do whatever they do, they really do. So let's get into it, fellas, man. Tell me what y'all think about this Diddy situation, man. I'm really interested into seeing it from all aspects of it. And I really want to start with Tory first because Tory views on this type of situation is different. And I'm not saying it's different in a bad way. It just, he got a few more fetishes than the rest of us guys got. So,
So you,
What? So that means.
so you the biggest freak.
So that means. Hey.
do you think you should be
No,
prosecuted for
I
your
should be last.
fetishes?
I should be last because I'll tell you because I support Diddy what he did. I'm not mad at him, so I
Okay.
should go last on it because
Okay. Well,
y'all gonna get a
okay.
right part about it. But at the
Well,
end of the day, I'm gonna just
No,
tell y'all, in
Okay.
my opinion. Oh yeah,
Tori.
y'all should go. Well, y'all go,
No,
bro. I
no,
go
no, no,
last.
no, Tori.
no,
Tori, this
Tori.
is
I
what you
don't think
do.
we disagree with you. I
Yeah,
don't necessarily think we
okay, but
disagree with you.
this what I want to do, Tori. I want you to start it off, and you also gonna end it, bro. You gonna, because your views are a little different from ours. So I want you to start it off, and then we're gonna jump in. But I also want you to finish it. I really want you to carry this conversation.
No, I'm not gonna care too much. I mean, me personally, I just think Diddy just carried out his own fetish. Just like
Mhm,
most guys watch porn. Who on here don't
mhm.
watch porn? Everybody watch porn. The only difference is Diddy was watching his porn in person. So so I'm just saying, we sit there and say, "Oh man, I can't watch no dude." What's wrong? He while he was doing directing his own porn video, and every now and then he got involved with it. So I
Well,
don't see the problem with it.
let me drop that caveat out there. I'm not gonna be in the room watching no dude hit my girl and and directed it, bro.
right.
So
But hold on.
I
why I
agree
ain't
with
knocking
that.
another man for what his fetishes is. He just took it a little too far for me right there. But go ahead,
Right.
sir. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying though. All he was doing is watching porn live. So if you got the money, why not watch your shit porn live? I don't see no problem with it.
Hmm. All right, Vince, tell me what you think.
Well, on this
And
one, I'm gonna tell you, I do agree with Tori. And I mean, Paulo said, watching somebody hit a girl. Well, that which one on was his girl? I mean, they was
Cassie.
everybody's girl.
Oh,
Whoever he decided to share, that was a piece of
true.
property. A
He
toy that he
belongs to the
played with.
street.
So
True. True.
yeah,
True.
that was his toy. Um, I don't think. I mean, yeah, he just lived out his fantasies. They proved he was a freak. Only thing I think they proved that did wrong. Him and Cassie was in a consensual abusive relationship.
Mhm.
I say consensual because I'm not sure how you say somebody sexually assaulted you, physically abused you. You leave the relationship, you go get married, but while you're married, you have an affair with the person that assaulted you and abused you.
For 11
I
years,
mean,
that's a long
yeah,
time.
some kind of. And I mean, maybe mental illness, maybe. I'm not sure what brought that on, but yeah, something ain't too, right about her on that aspect. But I don't see anything criminal in that. As far as like, this is the only time I've ever seen a RICO case with one person targeted.
One, yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like this before, so I'm not sure. Once I saw and heard the what they were going after, I'm like, I don't see how they can prove any of that.
Okay, you guys do realize that if he had been found guilty or he had a pled guilty to any RICO charges, they seize everything you own. And I'm
Yeah,
talking about they got some law with RICO called an arm's reach. You know how when we were young and you didn't have nothing, people say, "Well, I'm gonna put in my mama name. I'm gonna put in my sister name. I'm gonna put in whoever names you want to put it in." Rico don't give a shit about that.
yeah,
They gonna go get
yeah,
that shit. They
yeah,
don't care. Rico gonna go wherever
yeah,
your irrevocable trusts and all that shit. Rico
yeah.
don't care nothing about that. They gonna snatch all
Mm.
that. So Lou, tell us what you think, sir.
Well, I was a little disappointed with the prosecution case. When it first started, what I was expecting was to hear more trafficking, like from different countries, being brought over here. Like uh, through Miami or Florida, whatever. I
Yeah,
didn't hear. I didn't hear none of that, and that's what I was expecting, and that's what I heard before the trial started that he was trafficking women from different
Yeah.
countries into the U.S. To serve as escorts and etc. So I didn't hear
Yeah.
none of that. So I was very disappointed, and I was like, "Whoa, hold up! So where's the RICO charge? The real RICO charge." Um, the point of him abusing her, yeah. Now I'm against that. A man being on a woman, I'm not for that. But as far as his sexual encounters, hey, we all have our own thing. He did what he did. He liked what he liked. Some of the stuff I heard that he liked was a little bit too much information for me. But hey, that's what he liked. It is what it is. Um, the verdict, I mean, based off the defense didn't call out one witness, I knew then that hey, he's getting off on something. He wasn't going to be found guilty on most of the charges. So I'm impressed with his defense team. They did an awesome job getting him off
I don't think they
the
had to
RICO
do
charge.
much at all. Defense didn't have to do much at all, really.
Because he never I'm just trying and my thing, y'all, he's no different than Hugh Hefner. And he was a black Hugh Hefner. And I think
Mhm.
did it, I heard it said best by somebody else I was talking to earlier today. They were just trying to humble the man. You know what I'm saying? He had got to, sometimes we can get on a certain pedestal, and we as black people, after we get so high on the pedestal, the media would knock you back down just as quick as they put you up there.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was selling. That's what I was saying when I first opened the door up. It's just amazing that our people have to constantly walk around with our head down after we reach a certain level. Or like they said, why do people think I need to be humble? But I don't see nobody trying to humble Elon. It's just
exactly.
our people always get the short end of the stick. So Paulos, man, jump out there, man. Tell me what you think. Tell me how you
Well,
feel about the situation.
well, I mean, I'm not surprised that he got off once the details of the RICO case came out, and I think that it was a political move by the prosecutor. I think in this atmosphere of the Me Too and all this, the sexual assault allegations and things that have been going around with the Epstein's and all the Trump and all that stuff. I think a federal prosecutor saw a big name person that they were or high profile celebrity that they were going to try to make their career off of. Uh,
Mhm.
like they got R. Kelly, but some of the bigger fish have slipped through or gotten away. Everybody know Epstein didn't kill himself.
Mhm.
Everybody know that if that list or that flight log ever came to fruition, you'll see some of the stuff that Diddy was doing, but on a bigger scale. Um, so I don't think it was. I think Diddy made himself an easy target because he even though he became very wealthy, he didn't have the same complexion to move like he thought he could move, and he made himself an easy target. So I think he got to own that part of it. He thought he was the real life bad boy. So
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not surprised that he got off. What he did, I can't say was morally right. I think in some instances it may have been criminal. I'm sure at some point he did cross the line to the point where it was criminal, but not to the point where it was RICO. And then I think that prosecutor overshot. Just like in Georgia, the prosecution for Young Thug, they overshot it. They got caught up in the hype of this is a celebrity trial. They thought this was gonna be their OJ. This was gonna be, one of those big trials that they can name their career off of and transition to the private sector, and it didn't work. So,
Okay, I
you
got
know,
a I got a
go
question for you guys because I was just sitting here thinking to myself, what men do. This is men, and I know this gonna seem a little controversial, but what men do, we quick to turn women into sluts and whores because we are purely physical. And then once this whore or slut that you have created become boring, what we do is you go get another one, and then you go get another one, and then you go get another one. And I'm saying this because when you got money, people morality tends to go out the door. It's a very, very rare occasion where you see somebody that's rich, and they morally sound.
Yeah.
Just because you don't see it, that don't mean it's not happening. And Tori brought up a situation earlier about porn. This case gonna change a lot, fellas. People better go lawyer up because this case is really finna make women start shooting they shot to get in your pocket.
What you think
So
so? I think gonna be the opposite. That Diddy
no,
got
no,
off.
no, no. He didn't get out, Paulos.
No, I'm just
Okay,
saying the
but
the biggest
no. This the part that I'm saying.
if he had paid me off at the beginning, that video never
He
surfaced.
did. He paid her, Apollos. He paid her. He
But
gave
but
it.
after,
he-
but after she filed it, if he had settled it before she was filed it, and they could have kept it under the table like most of them, there's hundreds of these cases that we don't know about because they always tell them before a case is filed. So we never hear about them. So Diddy ain't the only one. There's a lot of them. We never hear about them because they're settled.
Yeah,
His
but
ego got the best of him, and he didn't settle that before she filed it. And since once she filed that, that just opened the floodgate. Go ahead,
Okay.
son.
but no, you were saying I was just going to use the example. I was going to say Shannon Sharp. Remember,
Hmm.
he was going to settle for 10 million before, but
Yeah,
she wanted more. So
She
that let me
wanted
think
50.
like, and she went. I'm thinking like, man, he must have did it. How can you settle for 10 if you ain't did nothing?
it
So
ain't
we
it
talking about
ain't that he
10,
necessarily did it. It's just
The
the thought of
perception.
it now, the
Yeah, the
perception of it,
perception.
but
especially when
hey,
he about
y'all,
to
ten
sign his
million
deal
dollars, ten
because
million dollars.
he's
He
about to
lost a
sign on
hundred.
$100 million with
Well,
Disney.
Yeah,
yeah, true,
So you see what
true.
I'm
he lost
saying?
a
That
hundred
that
over
million,
10. But see,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, gentlemen, this finna get out of hand because people can make an accusation towards you, and it's gonna destroy your future just with the accusation. So I think
Yeah.
that this is finna get out of hand. They don't care if you get Diddy is only the first person that I know of. Well, Bill Cosby and R.
But
Kelly. But they
but hold
had
up.
criminal charges from this. No, normally it just be civil, and they don't have
They settled it because
you.
they settled
Yeah,
it.
but see, that's what I'm saying, gentlemen. That's why I say if you're a celebrity now, and all the wild parties that you have been, Kevin Hart should be shaking in his boots. He
Well,
should
he
be
almost
shaking.
lost it. You
All
remember
them Diddy parties he don't been to.
well, you remember old girl videotaped him and he almost it didn't affect his career, but with his wife or his wife now, when he was
Yeah,
out in Vegas,
yeah,
that derailed a lot of him,
yeah.
just his
But
name.
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm telling you guys, 'cause, man, these people gonna start attacking people like Fat Joe. Fat Joe ain't got no money. Folks trying to get money out of whoever they can get
Hey,
some bread out of.
they are, but that's not new. Tiger Woods, that's not new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
You see what I'm
but here's
saying? It's not new. Go ahead,
see, I
son.
think what I'm saying. I think Diddy he knew a lot of people up top. Just my opinion, because why did R. Kelly get off? I mean, I just think Diddy knew a lot of people in high positions and had stuff on people.
No, they overreached. They tried to get him Rico. Like I said,
Yeah,
Hmm.
like
yeah,
you
yeah,
saying.
exactly.
But
Now
I keep telling y'all, the Rico, they were trying to take everything he owned. See, you can't build a man act law because that law came into effect in 1910. It's very
yeah,
hard for you to use that law on its own because the person that you're using it with, they agree. You get what I'm saying? It's
yeah.
kind of hard. Just like prostitution. You rarely ever see a pimp go to prison because somebody got to testify against him. And the
Hmm.
party that you engaging with, if they be like, that's like us. You take your old lady to Mexico. and you on some freaky shit, and you want to do a three-way, or you go to Alabama, we're not gonna even leave the country. You go to Alabama, you and your old lady, y'all want to do some freaky shit. So you take a girl from here to Alabama, y'all have a three-way, y'all come back, she go her separate ways. Don't you know that if I got the freedom of speech to say whatever I want to say, don't you know that's crazy that I don't have the freedom to touch whatever consenting adult that I want to touch it? I only can do it in certain places. And I'm quite sure everybody that does porn in Van Nuys and LA and all those places, I'm quite sure those people don't stay there. So
Well,
that's why I think this is gonna shake things up because is
I,
porn not prostitution?
I think it's more the same, Frank. I think it's again, Diddy is a small fish, and he's not even the biggest offender. The biggest offenders, like you said, people don't never know about. They pay them off, and they just continue to fly under the radar. And again, Diddy got a little too public with it, and he trusts the wrong people. You know, he got random people picking up prostitutes for him and buying, ten
Did
thousand
he?
bottles of baby oil.
Did he have? I didn't hear that. Did he have prostitutes?
Yeah, that's what they got him on. They got
Talking about
him
the men,
Yeah,
because
talking about the men or the
men
women?
and women, men and
Yeah.
women. The man was a
yeah, the
prostitute,
trafficking. Yeah,
trafficking. So whenever he
trafficking.
had one of his boys go get somebody to fly up to wherever, that's the trafficking part they got him on. And then soliciting prostitution is illegal. So
Y'all,
which
I get that. Do you think, Vincent? Do you think that he gonna get this case overturned on appeal?
Mm, I doubt it. Not the convictions that they got him on. I think he gonna walk off with time served, and it's not even worth appealing at that point.
You know, when you get federal charges, and he got two federal charges that cause up to 10 years apiece, and this case is so high profile, I don't think you're gonna get time served with a 20-year sentence in federal prison.
first
So I
offense,
don't, I don't.
they
The
probably
Fed
won't
don't give
get
a
10
shit
years.
about the federal government. Don't care nothing about first offense, second offense, fifth offense. They got a grid sheet that they go to. They got a scale. If you
I
follow
wonder
this
what the over
scale,
and under is. They probably betting on it. What's the over and under on the time Diddy gonna get?
well, you know, it's five of us. We can drop a little like 20 in each person, have $100 pot, and we can settle it up. You get what I'm
Y'all,
saying?
y'all, y'all, y'all
Whoever
forgetting
get
about the
closest.
money factor though. There's a big factor in there called
Yeah,
money.
the government don't spend so much money that he not tend to walk away with no time served. Those people
I
got
think
millions
he ain't
invested in
gonna do
that
no
case.
time. He ain't gonna do no time. We put a little wage up.
Let's put a little $20 piece wager on the fellas in the pot. Whoever get closest to whatever they got going on. And so, okay, everybody cool with the $20?
yeah.
Okay, Vincent, what you say? How much time
As
you
far as
think?
what? What's the question?
How
All
much
right, so
time
look,
do you think?
so
Okay,
I'm let me read it out. It say the
I think
maximum of so he can get to a maximum of 20 years in prison after being found guilty on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. So, however, legal experts suggest he may not serve the full sentence, with the estimates ranging from a few, potentially 5 years, according to legal entities. So we'll do the over and under is at 5.
no, no,
So
no, 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 no. That's not what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do is whoever get closest to the number. Lewis, I mean Vincent, how many years you think he gonna get?
I don't think he's gonna do none.
All right.
you said
Tori,
0.
what you think? Tori, what you think?
I say at least 6 months with time
All right.
served.
Mm.
Lewis, what you think?
Woo. Earlier, I did say he was gonna get out time served once October come, but since you said that, I be forgetting this. It's a damn federal case.
Mm-hmm.
So shit. Ah, I say he gonna do 3.
Carlos, what you think?
I'm gonna break mine down. Him 3, he gonna get credit for time served and do the remainder either like on house arrest or ankle monitoring, something like that.
So how much you time you say?
But
So
see, now that's when I say
I think the official gonna be 3, 3 years, but he's not going to actually be in jail 3 years. They're going to give him credit for the time he's in there, and the remainder he's going to do from home. So I don't think he's going to do any additional time
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do no additional.
They're gonna do at
So
least
on
6
the book.
months.
They're going to give him like three to 4 years. Yeah.
So let me know when y'all finish. Everybody. So what, Paulo? You wrote everything down?
Oh, I'm talking.
Oh,
Y'all
okay.
ready to
Well,
lose?
zero. Vincent
Hold on,
said
let me write it down. Lewis. Okay, so Vincent said 0.
0. Torres
Lewis said
said
what?
6. Torres said 6 months.
Say time served in 6 months.
Okay. Lewis, what you
It,
say?
3 years.
So that's without time served or 3 additional years?
Well, 2 additional years because by the time October comes, it'll be a year and 2 months.
Okay, so you think you're gonna do 2 additional years? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
so you saying his term gonna be 3 years?
Yeah,
Okay.
total.
Okay, Paulos, what you saying?
I said he's gonna get 3 years on book, but with time served, he's gonna do the remainder in house arrest. So
So
I
you and
think he's gonna be
Lewis
released.
saying the same thing.
Now Lewis think he's gonna be in jail additional 2 years.
Okay, so what you saying? Lewis
I'm
said
saying,
3 year sentence. So how many
yeah,
years sentence you
I'm
saying?
to
agreeing
serve
with
3.
Paulo. I'm agreeing with what Paulo's saying. I don't think
Yeah,
he's
Lewis.
gonna
You
do
got to
no
say
additional time.
No, you
how
gotta
long he
say
gonna be on house arrest? How long he gonna be on house arrest? That's what Frank's saying. How long you think he gonna be on house
no,
arrest?
I'm saying what do you say his sentence gonna be? Vincent say he ain't gonna have 0 sentence.
Wait, hold on. No, the reason I'm see, let me recap because I'm saying I don't think he's gonna. When I say 0, he's not
Mhm.
gonna do any additional time in prison.
So there's 0.
I think he's gonna no, because he's gonna do time served. So what
Right.
Paulo's is saying
So
on the
you
book,
saying
it's gonna
so you
say
saying he gonna do
on the
1
book
year?
he's no. It might at the most it'll be 3 years, but those 2 years of probation, or he's gonna have probation. He's not gonna do any prison
Well,
time.
no. What I'm saying is, y'all got to give a prison sentence because the judge, when you go to
So
sentencing, they give
yeah,
you a number.
Okay,
right. So
well, okay. This is
The
what I
the
say.
shit
I
up,
say
the probation and all that shit, that ain't got nothing to do with the number of sin in sentencing. So, how many years do you think he gonna be sentenced to?
I think he'll be sentenced to 5, but he's not
okay,
gonna do any additional time served.
Okay.
okay.
And Tori, you said how long? You said Tori, 18
I
months,
say
because you say he
no.
already did.
I say 6. I say 6. I say time
Okay,
served
but
is
he
6
already
months.
did 1 year. If he already did 1 year, 6 months is 18 months.
Yeah.
So you
So
think
you
he
Okay.
gonna
saying
do
18
eight?
months? Okay.
Okay. Well, I go with the 18 months. Yeah.
Okay, Lewis,
Okay.
what you Lewis? You said 3 years.
Yeah.
Carlos, you said 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all 10 years.
Yeah, it didn't mean. Okay.
They gonna listen. What's gonna happen? They're gonna give
Okay.
him 5. They're gonna give him 5 years for each sentence. They're gonna go by that grid level sheet. They're gonna add all them points up, and it ain't gonna come to 10 because he's never been in jail. But they ain't giving you no goddamn probation. They're not giving you no time served. They're gonna give him 10 fucking years. You're gonna give him 5 years on count one. They're gonna give him 5 years on count two. Diddy gonna sit in jail maybe. He got a good team. He got an excellent team. He didn't tell on nobody. He didn't pull nobody in. He gonna go up for appeal and file a habeas only after being in jail maybe 2 years. And then when he go up, he gonna win his appeal and they're gonna let
You
him out.
doing? You doing? Oh, okay. So how many years
So
he gonna be in
he
active jail?
gonna no. We talking about what they gonna we talking about sentencing.
So you saying
He
he gonna
gonna get
get 10 years
sentencing, he gonna
total?
get
He ain't
10
gonna
years.
get
Yeah.
5 years concurrent.
It-
5 year
no,
sentences concurrent.
no,
No,
yeah. No, they're gonna be
10 years. All right.
consecutive.
Consecutive.
Concurrent
Okay.
mean they together. They're
Right.
gonna
That's
be
what I was saying.
consecutive.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gonna get 5 years on each count. See, this the thing that, like Lewis said, that y'all forgetting this the federal government. It ain't like he downtown in Atlanta at state court. You can basically do whatever the judge feel, that's what he can sentence you. No, not in the federal government. Everybody in federal law is sentenced the same.
Okay.
They got a grid that they go
Well,
by.
we all right. Well, we got everybody. I don't think they're gonna give him no 10, but
Yeah,
okay.
they're gonna give him 10 years and he's gonna come up for appeal. But initially, because the millions of dollars that's been spent On
That
this
ain't got nothing to
case,
do with it though. What does that
no,
matter to the
listen,
judge?
listen to me, Paulos. I'm trying to help you to understand something. If you make a high profile case, high profile, and that thing all over the news like it is,
But he
they
got found
not
not guilty on the major
okay, but
charges.
he ain't not guilty on the man act though,
But
Paulos. He
but
not
he ain't
guilty. He
getting
got
charged
two
with a
counts of
man
that.
act.
Yes,
But
he
I'm just
did,
saying
Paulos. The man
he
acted
got.
when you cross state line for prostitution.
But ain't nobody serving no 5 years for that. Really, Frank?
What?
Who?
What?
What people
You better
serving
look at
5 years?
you better look it up, Paulos.
Okay, I'm gonna
Paulo,
look it up. Let me look it up.
there's a very why you think he ain't getting no bond?
Because
When
it's
they
high
don't give
profile. Let me see.
when they don't offer you a bond, sir, that lets you know that these people finna put your nut in the blender. Because if it was not that serious, they'll give you a bond. If you guys thinking that he finna get time served, he would have a bond. They're not giving
Mm.
him no bond. So if they don't give you no bond, when you go to sentencing, they're not gonna let your ass go home. See, cause just say for this, you have a bond here, and they tell you, hey, $1 million, we'll give you a bond. Why would you pay $5 million for a bond and 2 weeks later you finna get out for free?
But they say it was a flight risk
None
at
of your
first.
lawyers would advise you to do that. They're just throwing away money. I'm telling y'all, no bond, 10 years. 18 months, he'll get a bond. 3 years, he'll get a bond. 10 years and better, you're not getting no bond. Because see, they could not seize none of his assets. With the RICO charge, they would have seized everything. So if he get out, he can get on his jet and leave the fucking country. And ain't shit they can do about it. So, nah, 10 years. If you got 5 years, bro, they'll give you a bond on 5 years. Easy. Goddamn, in Atlanta, you can get a bond on murder. So that's my thing. I think it's gonna be 10 years or better. I think somebody got to save face. Um, even though it's federal, that's why they ain't giving no bond and all this stuff. So, gentlemen, I really, really, really think now it's time for us to open the door so that we can take the white gloves off, man, and say how y'all really feel, man. Let's take the political aspect out of the equation. Let's talk as if we grown men having a grown conversation with all the politically correctness out the door. So right now, I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna give Vontora the floor. And Vontora, I want you to run this thing however you want to run it. I want you to ask whatever question you want to ask. No holds barred. The gloves are off. So
No,
take off, sir.
hold on. Before we get on that, this is part of me I ain't really looked at. I guess part of the education on what RICO is. I mean, I hear it a lot, but who knows the real true definition of what a RICO case is?
Okay, RICO is it was built for the mob with organized crime.
Hmm.
RICO predicates itself around conspiracy. Because all conspiracy is two or more people agreeing to do something. Like it's five of us on here right now. If we say anything out the way, that's a conspiracy charge. And then if we interact with each other, like how we interact, and someone can prove that we doing something illegal, they can't prove it, Ventura, but they know it. They just can't prove it. So what they do is a RICO is a racketeering charge where it involves all five of us, and we silently agree to do something. The key word is Ventura silently. They can't prove it. So what they do is they hook all us up together in one big conspiracy. Do it make sense what I'm saying?
You're right. So this
Yeah.
is the definition, right? It has to be a pattern of racketeering. So and it's gotta be organized. It can't just
Yeah.
be, we just
Yeah.
randomly run up on somebody and rob them. No, we planned out. We start a robbing crew that we gonna go
Mhm,
around robbing people, robbing drug dealers, hitting banks, and
mhm.
so that's the whole
So
point. Coast.
That's what I was saying about the conspiracy. Conspiracy is we gotta agree, we gotta sit back and we gotta plan it. We gotta do all these things, but they can't prove it. That's why they hit you with a racketeering charge because is racketeering really Tory is a bunch of he say, she say, hearsay. Stuff that they
Yeah.
don't have no tangible evidence in.
Right.
Like
Unless
they
y'all
can
put
say,
it on paper.
yeah, yeah, they don't have no tangible evidence, but the RICO charge is it's a group activity. I can't do RICO by myself.
Right.
Who am
Yeah.
I
So
conspiring with?
so
You got to
basically
conspire with somebody.
so basically that's where all the term rat came into play back in the days with the gangster with
Mhm.
John Gotti and all them. Because basically, like you saying, if the five of us in a room together and we plotting to do X, Y, Z,
Hmm.
and all of a sudden, uh, we all get brought up on charges,
Hmm.
and then I'm home and y'all still in there. How the hell you at home?
Yeah, there's racketeering, they're conspiracy because you conspired with us.
Right.
So is
Yeah,
that what they were trying to get Young Thug on? Because they were trying to see
yeah,
the,
Yeah.
the lyrics and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
See, young
Mm-hmm.
Thug, young Thug was way closer to a RICO charge than Puffy
Right.
ever was. Because
Yeah.
Young Thug
That's my
associated
point.
with so many little dumb fools around him. But as
Mm-hmm.
you notice, they ain't telling this part. Young Thug got time served because he snitched.
Mm.
Because the other boy that did not snitch, he got 75 damn years.
75 years.
Yeah, I
Do
saw
you
that shit.
understand
75
what I'm
years.
saying? So
The last motherfucker.
people be saying
Really
stuff
got
like, oh boy,
75 years? Wow.
people be saying stuff like, oh boy, Doug did this. No, Doug snitched because
Mm.
his co-defendant got 75 years. That's how he got time served. That's why I'm trying to explain to you guys that I don't see Diddy getting time served because he have nobody to tell on.
Mm.
He can't cooperate doing he can't cooperate doing nothing.
All I know,
So,
Jay-Z didn't say nothing, y'all. This whole
nothing.
time, he ain't say
Nothing.
nothing. And you know,
He
he was
was
at all
Nothing.
smart. He wasn't supposed
he was
to.
Why
at
would
all he
he?
was at all them puppy parties. He didn't
He
make
wasn't
no
No,
supposed to.
interviews.
but he
He
proved
didn't
his
make no interview. He didn't talk about. He didn't
he
talk to
proved
no
that his
TMZ.
accuser was lying. So Jay-Z, once he proved that she was lying, ain't nothing
Yeah.
else for him to say but to be quiet. Let them
But
focus on
but
Mm-hmm.
somebody
but
else.
this the thing though. Did he really prove that she was lying, or did he pay her
Yeah.
off? I
No,
don't know about it.
they got evidence that she was lying.
I
And
don't
that
know about that.
recordings and yeah, they got evidence. That's why they threw it out. They dropped it. Her attorney dropped it too.
Mm. See,
Mm-hmm.
this what you Carlos, you said this earlier about a lot of stuff we don't hear about because they've been paid it off.
Yeah.
Like this Shannon Sharp stuff, we would have never heard about this if he had paid her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bro, it's
Hey, yeah, that's
impossible.
a lot of
It's
money to pay somebody, y'all. 10 million
it's
if he wasn't guilty.
it's a lot of people. Um
So that's like you paying
so,
$100. so so
Or
you
I'm
paying
see,
gonna put it to you.
$100.
I'm gonna put it to you like this. Take Michael Jackson for instance. When that first rape charge came in
Yeah.
there, little Michael paid. But that second
Yeah.
one, Mike said, "I ain't do none of that. I'm going to what's it called for that.
On
He
the
said I'm
trial,
going to
but
trial."
I'm
but
pretty
you
sure
the
a settlement was offered. They just didn't want to take it. They were being greedy.
yeah. I'm gonna tell y'all something that gonna sound crazy with all this Diddy stuff because sometimes I have to look in the mirror and see if I'm not wrapped right. Um, you can't blackmail me because I don't give a fuck. You can't threaten me because I don't give a fuck. My biggest problem is, gentlemen, all of us are old enough to remember that Ray Caruth situation.
Yeah.
Um, I'm surprised when you're dealing with men with this type of money and this type of prestige. I'm really surprised that we ain't seeing people missing or hearing about people missing.
Well, Diddy,
Mm.
trust me, Diddy gonna somebody around the Diddy trial gonna come up missing. 'Cause
So I'm telling y'all, this is when you got that kind of money and you got that
Well,
kind of
see, what
power,
y'all forgetting now. Y'all forgetting now. It is some people that disappear, but he missed a couple of times.
Right.
So, so it ain't like
see,
it was some failed attempts out there, allegedly.
Right.
see that what I'm saying.
Right.
See
Allegedly.
that, and I know I be thinking way out there
No,
sometimes.
but Frank, we know that there's people on the street that'll kill you for $100. So it's easy to find somebody who's gonna do it for 5 to 10.
Mhm.
See,
You know what I'm saying?
because
Easy.
do y'all remember Fred Tokar's case too?
Yeah.
Mhm.
See,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
I was
saying. That's why I'm
I was just watching
surprised.
the video of Doreen Brown, the chef
Mm,
elect, and
Mhm.
Sidney Dorsey,
DeKalb County.
Cobb
Mhm.
County. He paid
Yeah.
them off to hit the chef elect,
Right.
mhm,
and they really didn't get no money.
yeah.
They was
Yeah.
But see, that's I'm saying these things to y'all because these things are close to home for us. Cause the guy who killed um Sarah Tokars,
yeah.
he y'all may not know this, but he grew up in our
Yeah,
neighborhood.
he did. He used to be at the barber
Mhm.
shop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he grew up in
yeah,
our neighborhood. Like him and
Did
my
he?
brother was friends.
yeah. The one
And
who
Oh
so
actually
wow.
killed her,
yeah,
not the go
yeah,
Oh
I ain't
between
wow.
talking about
guy.
yeah, I ain't
Yeah,
talking about the
not the
sit up
go
guy.
guy.
I'm
Nah,
talking
you
Yeah,
about
talking
the
about the
no,
guy
the
actual
who pulled the
actual.
shooter?
tree. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
the
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
this
actual
guy,
shooter.
this
I didn't know
guy from
that.
Adamville. He grew up in
Yeah,
our he grew up in our neighborhood, man. They stayed in
hmm,
Garden Forest, the last of the
yeah,
apartments on MLK before you get to Wendy's at Full Industrial.
hmm,
Mhm.
So it's amazing. This is truly amazing to me that people just can go out here and accuse multimillionaires, billionaires, and they feel safe. I just I
Hey, you
don't
notice a
get
lot of
it.
people didn't say nothing about Diddy. You know, so it was a lot of people didn't say, Kevin Hart didn't say nothing. There was a
Yeah,
lot of people who was very quiet.
yeah.
Jay
On,
Z
on,
ain't
on,
say nothing. Hey,
the only celebrity showed up was Kanye.
exactly. Hey,
That's
and
it.
you see Wale didn't say nothing, and they were talking about he get hung over the damn balcony. He ain't say not one time. No, Diddy didn't do that.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't condone. Okay, Paulos, you can use the moniker that you put on me, but I don't condone it. These are my words. These not Unks and OG. These are purely my words. Um, I just think people are so money hungry that they don't think about the consequences that happen on the back end. And I can have chauvinistic views from time to time, but Vincent way worse than me, so let me put that out there. I can have chauvinistic views from time to time, but man, how we grew up, fellas, and y'all, this just ain't me. I'm just saying it because y'all know this true too. Man, folk would get on your brother head if they can't get to you.
Yeah.
Mm,
Like, this ain't like your folks gotta move.
right.
You can't just do whatever you want to do to somebody and then your mama go to work tomorrow. Man, them folk
Right.
gonna tell your mama, call up. They're gonna be hell to pay with certain stuff. That's why with organized crime, when these people go to snitch or do whatever they do with these RICO charges, boy, you have to go and witness protection.
Mhm.
These people think they gonna on you for 10, 15, 20 million dollars, and they just gonna walk around. They gave you some head, or they busted open something. It cost me $20 million just cause I peed on you, or just because I let my partner hit you and I'm sitting there looking. Come on, man. Somebody need to make this make sense. And then we have these conversations with Tori all the time that his morality is his morality. It's not mine. It's not Benson. It's not Lewis. It's not Paulos. People morality are their own morality. So I don't see how we can govern what somebody else like. If that were the case, for
Well,
years
because
upon years, we
yeah,
frowned on homosexuality. That's
because we pick and
what they want
choose.
to do.
We pick and choose, Frank. I mean, just like Dave Chappelle, was it Dave Chappelle or Chris Rock, selective outrage. We select the things that we outraged about. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're outraged that Diddy dragged Cassidy through that hotel lobby. But at the same time, you can pull up any video of seeing them snatching these immigrants, dragging them through the streets, going across their head, trying to deport them or deport the wrong people. But that don't outrage us.
Women and
But
children.
you see what I'm saying? Women and children. So it's selective outrage. We pick and choose what to be outraged about. When it's the same thing. The violence is the violence. A domestic issue between Diddy and Cassie. Oh, we outraged. Everybody needs to throw Diddy under jail. Give him 30 years. And I'm not saying what should happen to him, but at the same time, you'll walk by and see somebody again, ICE snatching or a police officer or somebody abusing someone in custody, and that don't bother you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
see,
Because they don't
yeah,
look like you.
I understand that because what outrages me about these things is we watching Cassie get her ass whooped in a hotel room, right?
Hmm.
But we went outraged when the Red Dogs would pull up in Bankhead Court, jump out, and beat the fuck out of everybody outside.
Yeah,
Old people, young people, children. Now we ain't outraged because you standing in front of where you stayed and the police
yeah,
come and beat the shit out of you.
yeah. They
That
don't
don't
bother you. Yeah.
outrage us. That don't bother us at all. But we see a man whoop a woman ass in the hallway of a hotel.
Hey, and we
He
don't
didn't call.
care that Israel drop a whole bomb on an apartment building full of people. That don't
No,
outrage us.
that don't outrage us because
That
it
don't bother
just
you.
it
You
just the
see,
stuff
yeah,
that
yeah,
happens and to us that outrages the world. And they act like he whooped her ass Monday. This shit was years ago, and she still stayed with him.
yeah,
So these are the things that
yeah. It
um
is. Yeah,
that's
it is
crazy
crazy.
to me that they act like these things happened yesterday, and now I want to gave her shit. Let me tell you about me. You can tell whoever you want. I'm not giving you $20 million to do nothing, not a damn thing. And I still go to jail. I need my money back.
Hey,
Well,
I need that
look,
bread back.
hey, we didn't say that when Shalon jumped on Jay-Z in the elevator. They ain't say all that.
it's
But
selective
soon,
outrage. I
but
mean,
hey, but soon as what's his name was the Ray Rice when he
Ray
clapped
Rice,
Yeah,
his
yeah,
wife.
he
Woo,
slapped his, and she wound up marrying him. So we
yeah,
were more upset than she was.
look, he
yeah.
never
That's the crazy part
look,
was we was
he never
madder than she was.
is that he never played another down in the NFL.
Never,
Yeah,
Never,
she still
never.
never
married him.
lost
She
everything.
still she still married him.
But
So
see
you
that's
know what I'm saying?
He ain't
Yeah, she
carried no
still
more
married him.
balls. No,
but
she
see
still
that
married.
but
He
see
ain't
Tori,
carried no
that's
Bet
balls
she,
after
I
that.
bet she ain't spit on nobody else either.
I'm trying to tell you. See that see Vincent, that's what I'm saying, bro. People don't it's like football or
Yeah,
basketball. You
selective
don't never
outrage.
see the first lick pass. You only see the result. Because we don't know
Retaliation.
what happened. We don't know what happened in that hotel room with Puffy and Cassie. We don't know what she did. And then people gonna always say, well, it don't matter what she did. Bullshit. I don't give a goddamn who do what, when, where, and why.
Hey,
There is a
I want to
cause
bring this up
and
too. I
effect.
just thought about it. It just came to mind because it came from our last podcast where we talked about the coach at the high school. Did y'all see he's petitioning trying to get his job back?
Yeah, yeah. We
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
saw
that.
that.
yeah, so
I saw that.
he
And
needs to
I,
sit that
bro,
old lad down.
hey,
Sit your
and
old lad down.
Tori was mad about that one. See, that wasn't even Tori kid. Tori was mad about that one.
Yeah, see, that's what we said. Selective outrage. We want to
I'm
be
just
mad
saying.
about shit, but
Hey,
y'all wasn't
my
mad.
wife was mad about it, bro. She's like, we on totally opposite end. But
But
again,
see, y'all just think about Coach Chandler. Coach
yeah.
Chandler used to be punching the boys in their chest and every goddamn thing.
But
You
some
get
of
what
them
I'm
needed
saying?
it. People needed it.
Yeah.
just like Diddy every now and then. He want to see his girl get knocked down every now and then.
Damn, Terry, you got my
Yeah.
shoulder chuck behind that. Give me a goddamn heads up before you say shit like this. Damn,
Hey,
I'm
and we
gonna
we ain't
knock my
trying to
phone off.
Hey,
we
look,
ain't
I'm
trying to
kind of
kink
look.
shame nobody, but
I
it's a
look,
lot
look,
of
I'm
it's a lot
jealous
of
of
dudes
Diddy,
out
man.
there.
Hey, we all watch
But
porn.
see,
Anybody
that's
ever seen?
why I made the statement, Frank, earlier about like the political part of it. Because
Yeah,
when
Mhm.
you get in the political part
yeah,
of conversations, you can't do it without selective outrage.
yeah,
The
Mhm.
media
yeah.
controls like what you see,
Hmm.
your emotion towards what you see, they drive it,
Right.
and then you get to talk about what they don't project, like the things that you do know, and you kind of
Ninja, you were
Yeah.
just scared. That's all that was. Tori, you hear that shit?
no,
Tori, you
no.
hear
'Cause he
how
was
that
scared.
ninja taking
You
5 steps
yeah
back?
yeah you go
Ninja,
down
you
the rabbit
supposed to
hole.
start this shit. You supposed to start
Mm-mm,
this shit off kicking folks in the
mm-mm.
balls.
Well,
Hey,
No,
hey,
no.
I got a
I
question for
wind up
y'all.
down a rabbit hole. I go down that rabbit hole. That's what you were trying to get me to go down that damn rabbit hole.
I'm
Ain't
just
going in
trying
there.
to push you a little bit,
Ain't
goddamn.
going in
Just
there.
trying to push you.
you
But
ain't
hold on,
doing
So,
What
it. They
about
say,
hold on,
Mm-mm.
but
what
it's
about
so
what
go
about
ahead.
R. Kelly, man? His life being threatened. He trying to get out of jail. What y'all think about that?
he lying. He lying.
Mm.
Well,
Go
now
ahead.
that Diddy got off, he trying to get off. The difference
That's all it is.
between Diddy and R. Kelly is Diddy was messing with them minors. Now, while I don't agree with how he was operating,
And
Mm.
R. Kelly.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm sorry,
yeah,
R. Kelly. Yeah, R. Kelly was messing with them minors, so they got him on
right.
the minors. But he was just as manipulative as a pimp or doing whatever, which was amoral. But it wasn't that. That's not what they got him on. You know what I'm saying? Even them girls that he was still brainwashing or whatever he was doing to them, they were of age at that time. And I'm not saying
Well,
it's right,
yeah,
but
R.
it
Kelly
wasn't
was
criminal.
actually holding people hostage.
not
Well, that's
But
not
he
what they
necessarily.
was
got
but
him for.
Yeah,
That's
but
not
he
what they
wasn't
got him for.
yeah.
but he wasn't forcefully holding nobody
He
hostage.
wouldn't. They could have
Yeah,
left at any time.
Yeah, they could have
yeah,
left at any time. He didn't make you stay.
yeah.
He
He
was
just
doing that thing called Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
So
see,
let's
this
see.
What did they
Go
finally
ahead.
get him on, Paulo? What did they say they get?
Let me
What
see.
did
Lock
R.
they
him.
say they
Wait,
Kelly.
want
wait, wait,
time
wait.
for?
You telling me that women could leave at any time? He lock them in a room. They had to use a bucket to defecate in, piss in, and stuff like that. But they could leave whenever they wanted to. No.
Mm.
that's called
Good,
training,
But
goddamn it.
that's
good
not
Now
what.
point.
somebody
Oh
I
Hey,
be
damn.
born
The
like that all
words
the
was
time.
not
hey,
up.
Shit.
he had him trained, man. Look, look.
But
He was
boy,
holding people hostage. He was holding
goddamn it.
minors. Yeah, R. Kelly was a different ball game. That man
Okay.
sick.
But hold on. So you trying to tell me if a girl and you piss all on her in her mouth and everything, you say that's
I can't hear
sick?
you.
So,
Yeah, when
no,
as minors.
no,
With
no, no.
Diddy, I think
no.
Diddy had consenting adults.
But I'm just saying, so there's nothing wrong. So if I piss on a girl and all in her mouth and all that, there's no
Hey, if
problem
she
with that, is it?
consenting adult and she wants you to piss on her and you want to piss on her, piss on her.
Mm.
If she say it's
I could
okay,
defecate on it too. But y'all probably say that's nasty as fuck, though, right?
I mean, but
But
some folks
I
have those
already
type of
But is she? So
fetish.
is she? Oh, but so if she's okay with that, like I met a girl one time that liked to be joked. You know what I'm saying? That like to be spanked. But who to say you spanking a broad and she light skinned and she mess around, come up red whips all over? You go tell for that shit. Cause
Right.
that's
Hell
illegal.
yeah.
racketeering Acts 2,
Yeah.
710,
And so y'all
sexual
see the difference
exploitation
between
of
R.
a
Kelly and
child.
Diddy? They were able to
Sexual
prove the
exploitation
racketeering
of
on
a
R. Kelly.
child.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
but
He
Yeah.
had
R. Kelly
minors.
child but R. Kelly child charges gentlemen or state. He got
It's
Mm.
still
state charges. He don't
racketeering.
have yeah, but he don't have federal racketeering charges. State racketeering charges is some bullshit. I told you, state they hit you with conspiracy and racketeering because they can't prove it. If it's something they could definitely prove, they wouldn't charge you with those charges. They would have no need to. They just want to get you in court, paint a picture, and then hopefully the jury, out of fear and frustration, just say you guilty. That's all it is. I think what R. Kelly did, he was dead ass wrong because all of us got girls. Um, I don't, I don't, I might say some controversial stuff, But that kid stuff, man, I don't
Yeah.
agree with it. But this is what I'm gonna
No.
tell y'all now. This is what I'm gonna tell y'all for all the people in the back.
Mm.
All the people in the back. Every country, if you ever left this country, you ever leave this country, most countries do not have child safety laws. Let me say this again for everybody
Yeah.
in the back.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
that shit is taboo for us in the United States. If you leave this country and go to any of those Asian countries,
Yeah.
shit, you
It's fair
gonna be
game.
shocked. I
Yeah.
promise you. This shit gonna
Mhm.
fuck you up. So you thinking about this morality thing, my people, man, for the most part, we are some very morale. Our morale is good. People just think the worst of us because a certain small percentage of us think they above the law. They think they're above the world, but that other race of people, they have been doing that shit forever. Our problem is we step in the party and now we think this is our party. They've been having those bathhouses in Rome and stuff throughout history. Them folk been there having a whole orgy with not just men and women, with kids too. So as we progress, we realize certain things ain't right. And so we supposed to handle them accordingly. And I'm not against that. I think if you out here doing some shit like that, I think your ass need to be beat. And I think they need to introduce your ass to Big Buster and let you feel what you giving. See, once you start letting motherfucker feel what they giving, they'll switch that shit up a little bit. But as far as like Tori is saying, consenting adults, man, if somebody say they cool with it, shit, who am I to tell somebody what they should or should not be cool with? Who am I to tell somebody what they should and should not do? That's how can you have freedom of speech out your mouth, but you can't have that same freedom with your body? I don't I don't understand those aspects of things. And we not young. We've been around the block a couple times. So Lewis, I want to know, man, what you think we need to do to make sure we able to check people when we find out they're doing something crazy, or check people to let them know that we care, that we give a damn. And how can we start this thing without causing a problem amongst our people?
Mm. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that? I want to
What I
make sure
mean
I'm
by that,
answering you.
what I mean by that is, Tory like what he like.
Okay.
How do I open the conversation up and say, hey, Tory, listen, um, I know that girl told you to pee on her,
Mm.
but you might not want to shit on her because she might record it and release that tape, and then they gonna have your ass locked up for RICO.
Mm.
I'm saying the
Eh,
unks and OGs were down for it too.
What?
so what?
Hey. Nah, nah. The views of Tory, Triple OG, not necessarily views of Unction OGs worldwide. Let's just put that out there.
So y'all trying to say y'all ain't peed on nobody before?
Come on,
No,
bro.
I have not. I done did a lot of shit, but that ain't one of them. And after I pee on, what I'm supposed to do? Lay on the pee? Hell no. What is supposed to be my reaction after
So
that? What
Tori,
I'm
you're
supposed to do?
saying you have peed on somebody? I'm just saying.
Y'all, hold on, y'all ain't never let a girl pee on y'all?
No.
Oh my God.
Man, I'm just joking. I'm just
Well,
talking shit.
Tor,
Hey,
I'm
we ain't
talking
kink
shit.
shaming. We ain't kink
I'm
shaming
just talking
nobody.
shit. I'm just talking shit. See, that's what it started with Diddy. He was just trying to figure out what people was into.
hmm
Mm.
And obviously he
Yeah.
found some people that was into what he was into.
Yeah. Yeah. Bro, listen, man. Let me say this before I go back to you, Lewis. Do y'all remember we were young in the city, man? Do y'all remember how Diddy used to come out here and have them parties? How we would be
Mm-hmm.
trying to break our neck to get in them parties, man?
Mm-hmm.
How we would go to Justin's on Peachtree and sit, I, ju- I just know for a fact, if you didn't want to go to Justin's, don't go to Justin's. I just think everybody got options to do what they want to do, and if you want to be a part of it, be a part of it. But for me, Tori, I don't want to get peed on. I just go take a hot shower, goddamn. I think it's the equivalent of getting peed on. I just want to be clean and I don't want to stink. That's it.
Uh,
So,
You just make sure she got good water intake. She been drinking on water.
I
It
don't give a
won't come
shit
out
what
real.
she be drinking. I don't want nobody to say, "Hey, you know that damn Frank? He want me to pee on him."
Hey,
Hell no.
but a
Shit
lot of
no.
some women want to be defecated on, or in Dubai, don't they go to Dubai get
Yeah, I
paid
heard about that.
50K to
I
get
heard about that.
defecated on? So
Oh damn. So people
I
yeah,
actually
heard
want
about that.
that for real?
Hey man,
yeah,
Yeah,
y'all wild.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying that's true. That's what they
Y'all wild.
do.
yeah, yeah.
Y'all
They
wild.
are. That's true statement. So,
Yeah,
Lewis,
but
I'm
we're not
sorry for
king
cutting.
shaming. Go
Lewis,
ahead.
I'm sorry for cutting you off, but bro, I just want to know how you think that we can have conversations with each other, as well as I don't know, man. I just want us to be better, man. I just want to see us do better and focus on each other more. What you think we can do, Lou?
I
Easy.
mean, hey, I mean, four of us is married. Okay, so
Hey, hold on,
one,
hold on, hold on, whoa, 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 whoa.
hey,
Hold on, what the, hold on, hold on,
hey,
hold on. Hold on. What you got to be doing? Your wife can pee on you? What's the
hey,
difference?
man, I would never, ever talk to y'all about what I do in my bedroom. Ever.
No,
Exactly.
no,
That's it.
I'm just talking
That's
shit,
it.
period, man. But I'm
Right.
just trying to make a point. You trying to say I'm
Now,
married,
now,
like they
now,
make it.
now, 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 if we just talking some random shit about, I don't know.
But that's what Puffy had Cassidy though. That, he didn't care about. He loved Kim Porter. So Cassidy was his woman. He just did whatever with.
But allegedly, she was
Mm,
doing that stuff too.
Oh, yeah, I
Kim
think Kim.
Porter.
I don't think he had Kim doing that.
Yeah,
No.
why not?
yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah. He
said
had
Kim
Kim.
was
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah.
I don't think Kim
Everybody
was
was
doing
doing
it
it.
because he
Yeah.
remember he was threatening to kill motherfuckers over Kim. He wasn't
Well,
trying
he
to
was
kill nobody over Cassidy.
he was trying to kill what that rapper name he was gonna kill over Cassie. He burnt their car up.
Yeah.
He had
Oh,
cut it.
Kid Cudi.
Kid
That's
Yeah,
Cudi.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I forgot about
Puffy,
that. Yeah.
Puff Daddy, P Diddy is a slave owner. That's what
I
he is.
pretty much,
Yeah.
pretty much.
So Louis,
I
stop
mean,
being
I mean, I mean,
political, man. God
I
damn.
ain't trying to be political, bro, but I'm just saying, hey, we just sit around talking, and you randomly say some shit that doesn't fit, what we believe in as a brotherhood. We gotta pause, and speak on it, and to make sure that you understand the consequences behind your actions.
Mhm.
Sometimes we do things and think that there's no repercussions, there's no nothing can happen to you, whether it's sexual, whether it's I don't know, it could be financial, it could be something that you holding against a certain individual and you want to get some get back at them. We gotta slow you down and make sure that you're not trying to end your life. When I say end your life, meaning either going to prison or potentially getting killed. You know, so we spoke on even though we had this podcast, um, we spoke on trying to get together a few times, in person, just to sit
Mhm.
around and talk and kick it. we haven't really. I don't think we really started that yet. And I think that's when we can really have those real conversations because we're not recording it, and that's when we can really open up to one another and speak on what we're going through, whether it's an emotional, mental, something. It could be something physical. I think uh, brother. I'm sorry, man. I got a mental like Vincent. You spoke on. You asked everybody about the physicals. Stuff like that. That's a whole conversation right there. That's something that Vincent, you could have got some results back, and you're like, damn, man, I got my results back. It's telling me X, Y, Z. You may not want to share, but in private, it could be you and Tori. It could be you and Frank, or it could be two or three of us, and you like, hey, man, I need y'all to stop doing X, Y, Z because I was doing X, Y, Z. Now I'm in this particular predicament, with my health. You
Very
know,
important. Very important. Very
Yeah, yeah.
important.
So I really, the podcast, I love it. It's great, and we need to keep pushing it. But I also feel like we need to have, some private round tables, and just really
Discussions.
be able to talk, you know, in freedom, and not worry about, the cameras and the recording.
I think that's an excellent damn idea, Lewis. I really do. Vincent, jump in there, bro. You more okay for all those way in the back, like Paulos be saying. Vincent is one of the most moral people I know. And some of the things about him that I love and I don't like, but I absolutely love. Vincent is the kind of person that if I fuck with you, I fuck with you, but if I don't fuck with you, fuck you.
Yep. I learned that about him.
Yeah, so it ain't really no gray area, bro. He don't teeter at all. His shit is
Yeah,
so level
yeah.
that he ain't giving no room for no bullshit. So, bro, tell me, man, what you think because you on point with damn near everything you do, man. It's very I goddamn don't like it, but I love it because you don't be off on your shit. So you cannot dislike when a person is so straight on and they shit pan out exactly like he told you this shit was gonna go.
But
So,
he
bro,
is a
what you?
jackass sometimes, though, Point.
I'm trying to. See, Tori,
He is
that
a
the shit.
jackass.
Tori, that the shit I'm
He is a
talking
j-
about.
just
See,
tell him to
yeah,
be the jackass he really is. That's why y'all laugh, because y'all know he a jackass.
don't try. The motherfucker don't give you no grace on your shit, Tori. You can't get
Hey,
no
bro, don't
grace
let him
on your
slide,
shit.
Tori.
See,
Don't let
see,
him slide, brother.
see,
Hey, I
see,
was just trying to
see,
be
to
politically
to the
You
correct
got
people,
with
to
it.
have thick skin if
to
you're
the
gonna be an
people,
Uncle OG.
Right.
yeah, to the people who feel I'm a jackass, or that's the ones who, because I'm zero tolerance for bullshit. So yeah, come off to a
Mhm.
grumpy old man, or yeah, I'm a jackass.
Yeah,
So
damn.
I'm gonna make you miss me with that bullshit. Uh, but I mean, pretty much, man, I'm an open book, and I'm all about like men building, like
Mm.
building up, man, trying to be better. I told y'all one of my daily prayers is God help me be better tomorrow than I am today. And if I'm doing that for myself, I'm gonna try to do that for my brothers. Because I want my brothers to do that for me. So like Lewis was talking about the health issue. That's why I put it out there. Like, everybody that had their physical this year. Like, go get yourself check on. Because if you check on yourself, they tell me you loving yourself. If you're loving yourself, hell, they tell me I can fuck with you. 'Cause, you taking care of yourself. And you're loving on yourself. If you're loving on yourself, you can love other people. Um, I mean, I don't know. I'm a spiritual person, so I really don't know how to. No other way to put it. I'm just straightforward.
So do that tend to, well, I know it because you share it with me all the time, man. This is what I really appreciate about your straightforwardness. And my daughters absolutely hate when I say this, but I really gained this knowledge from being around you. If I'm your friend, I'm not supposed to play in your ass. And when I say that,
No Diddy.
people take the approach like this is physical or sexual. No, this means that I can give you the butt naked truth. I don't have to sugarcoat it. I don't have to make you feel
Mhm.
good. If I truly care about you, I owe you my God honest truth. And that's one of the things like when I talk to Vincent off camera, off air, um, I'm not afraid to tell people my faults. Because if I don't share them, I can't get correction. And people like me and they tend not to want to correct me. Vincent is one of the few people that I have ever been around in my whole entire life that don't give a fuck and will correct me instantly. And those are the things that we need. We don't need yes men in our corner. We need strong men in our corner because iron sharpens iron. And if you
There
got
you go.
iron and this motherfucker that's supposed to be helping you a piece of wood, that shit is not gonna goddamn work. It's not gonna work.
Mm-mm.
So I appreciate you, and I try to tell people all the time that giving people their flowers now and telling them how important they are to you in your everyday life is a very, very important thing. I tend to see Lewis more than I see the rest of you guys. I tend to talk to Carlos a little bit more than I talk to the rest of you guys. I tend to be more open with Vincent than I do the rest of you guys. And I don't really give a fuck what Ventura think, but I love him anyway. So uh,
I think
that's
we
in a
all feel the
nutshell.
same way with Tori.
Yeah, so you know, goddamn.
Hey,
Great,
But
great.
no
hey,
bullshit. Now,
yeah.
all bullshit aside, all bullshit aside, let me tell y'all something. I have
Yeah.
never done this, but I feel it in my heart.
Mhm.
If I need something, and please, y'all gentlemen, don't get mad. If I need something, I'm more apt to go to Vontori because
Mhm.
this motherfucker is one of the most genuine people I have ever been around in my entire life. So if I need something, if I need $20 and I call this motherfucker, it ain't a doubt in my mind. Bro gonna send that goddamn cash app. If I'm
Mhm.
broke down somewhere, and bro ain't no mechanic, but I know this motherfucker be on his way. Even he coming in his fucking work truck, and I ain't supposed to get in that bitch. I feel in my heart, I know that's the kind of person he is. I know that. So I say what I say because we don't build a union within those guys that's amazing. And god damn it, even when I be around Carlos, he don't understand how much I respect him because I know where he came from. And I know where he at now in his mental and spiritual capacity. And I respect the fuck out of bro for that grind, man. Like a
Mhm.
lot of times we don't know that kind of shit exists. You have to see it. And once you see it,
Mhm.
you have to take the younger generation, because we had that conversation about legacy. We have to take our younger people and put them around us to see all five of us are totally different. We're
True.
totally different. But and it's the funniest shit in the world how we act around each other, and we totally different. Totally different. Because if my people was to see me and Paulo together, they'd be like, Dad, why you? Why that guy right there hang around you? They won't chump him off. They'll immediately chump me off. Like it's something wrong with me. Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying, guys. The uniqueness that we share is amazing. So, Paulos, I want you to take out, bro. I want you to discuss whatever you want to, because like I told y'all, I need Montori to close this thing out. So when Paulos, when you get through, we're gonna go to Lewis, we're gonna go to Vincent, and then we're gonna let Tori shut this thing down.
yeah. Bro, I got to applaud what you just said. It's a it comes from a genuine place, and I definitely feel it and appreciate it. The men here and the men in our circle are all well respected. They are above board gentlemen, and I would trust them with my family. I trust them in my home. I trust them looking out for my best interests. And you know, when I'm with you guys, I ain't got to look over my shoulder. I know that I'm in good company. Everybody gonna make sure that everybody arrives safely and everybody get home safely. So we leave together and we come together. So you know, that's rare for us to have. And I don't know if there's a lot of black men feel like that and have the safe space. That's really a big thing. Having a safe space where we can have these conversations, whether we're talking offline, and you know, have a listening ear and motherfuckers who answer the phone. You know what I mean? Y'all be late as hell for the show, for the podcast, but when it's time to answer the phone, y'all answer the phone. So that's a big thing for me. And then so just checking in and make sure, and somebody who's looking out for you, checking on you just randomly, just to make sure you're all right, is what we need, and it's greatly appreciated. So if I don't tell you guys, I appreciate that. And again, when it comes to a point where I'm gonna need that $20, I feel like I think I'm gonna push it to $100. If I text any one of y'all and say, "Hey, bro, I need $100 real quick," I don't have no doubt that y'all ain't gonna be like, "Hey, when I'm gonna get it back? What you need it
Yeah.
for?" You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I can name 10 people and I can come up with $1,000 within 2 minutes. And I don't know if a lot of people can do that just by
Mhm.
reaching out to your
Yeah.
circle. So again, I appreciate that. That to me is much more important. I know we talk about what stuff that happened in the world, political and with Puffy. Puffy ain't got 10 people like that in his life. He ain't got 5 people in his life because everybody looking at him as the breadwinner and nobody's correcting him. Nobody's saying, "Hey, bro, maybe you shouldn't be doing that," because they're afraid of being not, you know, being a part attached to that meal ticket. So they don't give a damn about Puffy, the individual. They care about him, the mogul who can give them something. And so for that, while he's wealthy in finances, he's poor in moral and people and support and the people around him who love. So, you know, I'm gonna just leave it at that, bro. Appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir. Take off, Lewis.
Hey, I just want to piggyback off Uncle P. I mean, hey, I grew up with no blood brothers. It was just me and my sister. I had a few male cousins, but as far as having that togetherness, you know, like you said, Frank, I think you and I, out of this group, we spend more time together. Uh,
Mhm.
you know, but like you said, I feel like Vincent, I know I can call him anytime. Tori, it's like each one of y'all have a special gift that you possess. God gave you, and I know that I can call on you guys at any time of night, any time of day. You'll pick up the phone. You'll listen to me. You'll give me the advice that I need. Uh, and I need that. You know, even, you know, we all of us is 50 plus now. But hey, we're never too old to learn. I'm still learning. I'm still learning in my marriage. I'm still learning how to do things. I'm still learning how to please my wife as far as, you know, keeping her happy, keeping that fire lit in the romance department. Raising my children. I got one left in the house. I got 3 grandkids. So there's a level to this life thing, you know. Being a grandparent, that's a whole nother level. So, hey, man, I there are things like I said. I think that it'll be healthy for us to have roundtables off camera, because I'm sure it's things that go on in our lives on a day-to-day basis that we may just need to vent to one another about, and just to get some real life advice. You know, um, I'm here for you guys if you ever need me for anything. Again, it doesn't have to be financial. It could be hey, you want to pray together. You want to go and smoke a cigar together just to talk. You want to have a drink together. You want to go bowling. You want to go eating, whatever the case may be. At this point, man, I want our bond to continue to grow and get stronger, and I want to make sure our better halves, you know, our wives, our girlfriends, our children. It's important that they know who we are. Also, you know,
Yeah.
if something was to happen to me, I know I know you guys will be there for Tia and my family. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Without a doubt, bro.
In any type of aspect, you know. So that's important also for our wives and our better halves to understand that hey, don't be shy if something was to happen to me, or if I'm going through something and I'm not opening up to my wife, that she understand, hey, if you can't get through to me, call Frank, call Paulos, call Vent, call Tori. You know, they'll be right there. They'll come over and see about me. You
Mhm.
know, so hey
Why you
man.
mention me last, man?
Cause you last, motherfucker. You last. That's
Why you gonna tell
why.
Tip to call
Shit.
me last,
Last.
man?
Hey, hey,
I knew he was gonna say
hey.
that shit. I knew he was gonna say that.
Hey, Tori. Hey, I know one thing. You'll cheer her up. You gonna bring. You know what you'll bring to her.
That motherfucker right
I
there.
can't
Boy,
say it
I
on camera.
knew he was
I,
gonna say that shit.
I can't say it on camera. Yeah. Him and Tia, they share a
Yeah.
little common love for a certain
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, I appreciate that. Vincent, get in there, bro. Come on with it.
Well, I mean, I really appreciate the dynamics of this group. Yeah, I agree 100% with what Lewis said. The round table talks, just building each other up. It's very important, I think, to have men around you that you can confide in, you can trust with what we call might be secrets. Um,
Mhm.
but just to be able to share information because you never know when somebody's going through something. And we do share a bond to where like something go on, you might not hear from somebody. Hey man, you talk to so and so, reach out to him, or without sharing information. Hey man, have you talked? Just call him and check on him. Well, what's going on? No, just call him. We do that for each other. We check up on each other, and like Lewis said, we need to continue to build on that, man. And I think that's very important because this thing that we're going through called life, this rat race, nobody can do it alone. I don't think we're designed to do it alone, and it helps when you got people to just share that journey with
Yes, sir, bro. Tor, come on, bro. I told you I was gonna say that. See, you last, but I told you we gonna say the best for last.
No, we're gonna say the best of that. I'm just saying
God
as
damn
a
it.
group. No, I'm just saying as a group, I love all you guys.
Mhm.
Um, I can say over the past 10 years, we have all started to grow with one another. And I probably say, no lie, in the past year, we have grown even closer. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
talking about more of I can honestly say we got a true brotherhood. Um,
Mhm.
5 years ago, I say we was friends, but as I can honestly truly say y'all are my brothers. Um, I'm not gonna lie at first. I'm a little by being the only child, I kind of a little standoffish a little bit a lot of times because I'm always was thinking like, hey, somebody got something. It's a gimmick to it. Like somebody got something they want to. There's some story to it. But I can honestly say, y'all, within the past 5 years, even in the last year, we have grown a whole lot closer for us brotherhood. Um, I love you guys. And I do agree with you, Lewis. Maybe we need to do have the round table and sit
Yeah.
and talk sometime. Even I know Frank pushes a lot. Maybe we need to set a day of the month that we go just sit and talk, and just have a guy talk, 'cause it's a lot of stuff I don't say a lot of time, y'all, and I might talk crazy, say some crazy shit, but there's a lot of stuff that we got going on emotionally. And sometimes I do need male opinion about it. So I
Mhm.
think we need to really push that, and I'm agreeing with you, Lewis. We
Yeah.
set aside a day of the month, at least once every month, and go somewhere.
Hmm.
Just us just sit and talk. I
Yeah.
mean, we can joke and talk shit and all that, but just maybe maybe a restaurant or something where we can just really just have talk. I know the games and stuff are good, but where we can
Right.
just really talk. So
Yeah.
appreciate y'all. I am going through a lot lately, but I'm not gonna really get into that. But I appreciate y'all. Um, I love y'all truly, and maybe we continue to grow because we are. When I can honestly say from other people I know, the step we are going, we're going right. I
Hmm.
can't see us going
Mhm.
down. We are going right. So even with us, we taking it one step at a time, but we are going. I find myself getting closer and closer to each one of y'all. Of course, I know that jackass over there for all my life, but but with y'all others, for us Paulos, for us Frank, and for us Lewis, we are definitely getting that bun where we're getting a whole lot better. So and I thank y'all. Truly, I can like you said, I can truly think I can depend on y'all. 'Cause like I said, I have any brothers and sisters, and I don't want y'all to think I use it as my crutch. Like, hey, he don't have no brothers and sisters. Feel sorry for him because if you know me, as y'all know me as an individual, I'm gonna do what it takes to make it happen, regardless.
Hmm.
But Vince is giving me a lot of time where he'll probably be like he which with Frank with talking I give him a lot of slack calling him a jackass, but he get on me a lot because he say I got too much pride. And that's probably my biggest problem is pride. And he'll fuss at me all
Mhm.
the time. Nigga, quit being pride. If you got the help here, ask. And yes,
Hmm.
that is my problem. I do have a lot of pride. But
Mhm.
as we grow and as a group, I'm learning to open a whole lot more than I did before. So with that being said, that's all I got.
Hey, bro, I really appreciate
Thank you,
that,
bro.
man. And in the future, guys, we gonna have a health talk. Um, because we got to get more organized in how we take care of ourselves. I listened that motherfucker Vincent and talked me into
Motherfucker.
going and having a damn colonoscopy. And we gonna talk about that shit on another goddamn
Hey,
podcast.
bro, I
You
gotta schedule
understand,
mine, bro.
bro?
I'm due
Well,
to schedule
you
mine too,
I'm
Yeah,
bro.
with you. I
well,
got to schedule
listen.
mine too,
I'm
man.
I
two
gotta
years.
schedule
I'm
mine.
I'm 2 years past due. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I gotta
I
schedule mine.
yeah, I
talked
got
to
to.
Vincent, and Vincent talked me into going and getting it done, guys. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all this: there are some drugs out here in this world that, boy, they need to get ban that shit.
Hey, they keep
Cause
your
you
ass on the
wake up and
toilet,
you
boy,
don't
don't
know, boy, you wake up, you don't know where you at or what's going on. So, gentlemen, we gonna, hey man, I enjoy y'all guys, and before we jump off this podcast, man, let's do our check-in. We haven't did it in a while, Um, just tell us real briefly, physically, mentally, emotionally, 1 through 10, 10 being the greatest. Where you at right now? So, Tori, you went last. So, physically, mentally, and emotionally, man, check in, rate yourself, and put it out here for us, right quick. How you feeling?
I'd probably say right now, y'all, I'm a 6.5.
Okay, that's in everything or just one thing?
Man, just overall, I'm a 6.5 right now. I got a lot
Oh,
going on.
okay, well, we need to work on that. Paulos, talk to us.
um, physically, I feel like I don't put on a couple of them pounds that I don't lost. Just been slacking off a little bit on moving. Um, but I think I'm still, probably about a 7, but I want to be a 10.
Okay.
Want to do that. Emotionally, probably about a 7 there too. Um, you know, just went through been a lot of deaths in the family, having to deal with that, and just every time you experience that, it makes you question your mortality. So gotta work through that thing, mentally. So spiritually, I think I'm good. I'm every time I'm with you guys, I always feel better. I come out feeling better. Every time we do this, I leave feeling better. So for me, this is a therapy thing again. Got a little frustrations with the whole, not necessarily financially, but trying to prepare myself for the next chapter of my career. So that's some frustrations for me that I'm trying to work through. But I'm still confident that things will work out the way they're supposed to be. So I'm not concerned financially yet, but it's just taking a little bit more time than I had hoped to move forward in my next steps here. So, but overall, I can't complain because it could be a lot worse.
Lewis, take off, bro.
Yeah, man. Physically, shoot, I'll say I'm probably about a 7.5 to an 8. I've been paying Planet Fitness $20 every month for years. So
Me too. Me
I've
I'm right
too.
been,
with you, bro. I'm right there with you, bro.
yeah,
I feel you.
yeah. So I've been to the gym 3 times within the last 2 weeks. So
Good. That's a
I'm
good
trying
step.
to I'm trying to baby steps, trying to get back in now and trying to make it at least 2 times a week just
Okay.
to try to get in there. And I ain't trying to look like Schwarzenegger or anything, but just get in there, pump some weights, break a sweat. You know, that's all I'm looking for. 1 good hour, just to get in there, break a sweat, and move around.
Okay.
I mean, I do a lot of walking at work, so I do the cardio at work. So
hmm
when I get to the gym, I just try to hit go as hard as I can with the weights.
Okay.
Emotionally, man, work has been HE hockey stick. For the last 3-4 months, we going through a transition, man. Where we trying to renew our contract out at the airport. So it's been rough. We doing a change of what's the proper term for it? We're changing titles and people to do lists and uh, all the above. So it's when you're a manager, you got to have these tough conversations, man. It's rough,
hmm
because with some of these conversations comes with less money. Then you have some people you giving them more money, but they come with more responsibilities.
hmm
So it's been rough for the last, like I say, 30 to 90 days, and next week it's gonna be even rougher. Um, what's the next step? Spiritual. Um, whew, that's something that I've been battling with the spiritual part. Being born and raised in the church. Um, I'm to the point. To be honest with you guys, I'm just all about just me and God at this point in my life. I'm not telling anybody not to go to church. I'm not telling anybody not to trust in a minister, pastor, rabbi, or whatever your religion is. But I'm at that point where I personally, I'm not with the going to church thing anymore. So I'm trying to learn how to balance that spiritual thing versus the religion, and just praying for myself and my family to be better, and not feel guilty. And that's the part I'm dealing with. The guilty part of not actually going to church and what they say worshiping in the church versus just being
Right.
spiritual at the house, with my family.
But bro,
So
I feel you on that, Lewis. You know, um, in a way, what we doing now, this can be considered because God said two or more come together in my name, I'm there. So what you just
mhm,
saying that and us being here on this thread together, that helps a lot, man. And it really do. So Vincent, Lewis, I love you, bro. Vincent, jump in there, man. Talk to the people.
Physically, I say I'm about 6. Cause I bet like y'all know got a lot going on and tired. Got a
mhm,
vacation coming up that's well deserved, well needed. Can't wait to get up out of here just to get this break. Spiritually, I'll say about an 8. Um, and I say it's down a little bit because I thrive off of my spiritual. Um, but y'all know also got a lot going on. And me and God having some conversations about some things right now. We got a mutual friend that's going through some stuff I don't quite understand. And I'm warring with that. Mentally, that's where the struggle is. Cause I say about a 5. 5, 4, fluctuating 4 and 5. Um, cause the human side of me is fighting with the spiritual side for understanding. And I know
mhm,
some things I just ain't gonna understand, so I gotta try to stand on the faith part of it and let it be.
mhm.
So, and that's the hard part. But I mean, the spiritual side is gonna get that corrected for me. But I do. That's why, like some of y'all, I talk to in the mornings about different things. Especially I talk to Frank a lot. Me and Tori talk a lot. Lewis, me, you, and Paulo probably need to talk a lot more. Lewis, I think I can help you with that spiritual thing, and the I went through that as well as far as the separation from church, the
Mhm,
physical building going to.
mhm.
And what I did, what worked for me, I can share that with you, and you can try it.
All right.
Um, I feel like you'll probably get a huge benefit from it because the church is in you, brother. It ain't in that building with those people.
Mhm.
But we'll share that, on a 1-on-1.
All right.
But that's pretty much where I'm at.
Okay, fella. As for me, I physically, I was, man, I was overjoyed with my results when I went to the doctor. So physically, man, I'm really okay. I think physically I'm at a maybe a 8. That's not what I had to deal with. I have to deal with mentally. Um, and I have to be careful that my mental aspect don't roll over into my emotional aspects of things. Um, I got a grandbaby on the way. So I think about these things mentally, and I am overjoyed that I got a new grandbaby on the way. But this is my dilemma with that. In my family, whenever somebody comes, somebody leaves.
Mhm,
And me and my dad got a relationship now, man, that's fucking amazing. And that's where it rolling off into the emotional part of it. Because for me to gain something, I may have to lose something. So a lot of times my mentality, I think I'm in a good place, but then I have to deal with my anger issues. So mentally, man, I'm probably a 3. And I just want to be 100% honest with you guys. Vincent called me in the morning time, and this motherfucker gets on my nerves. But he just don't understand, man, how much it's needed. God gonna always put you where you need to be at when you need to be there. I just wish it wouldn't be so damn early in the morning though. But it'd be,
Y'all ass
it'd be
don't sleep,
good,
bro.
man.
Y'all no sleep
But
game.
yeah, I'm talking
None of
about,
none
bro.
of
It'd
y'all
be
sleep.
good. It'd be
Y'all
good,
none of
but
y'all sleep, bro. I don't know how
so
y'all do it. Y'all don't sleep.
mentally, man. Mentally, I'm a 3. Emotionally, I'm battling. So, Vincent, I think when you talk to Lewis about his spirituality, man, I think that need to be a three-way call because my emotions be so up and down because man, I might be one of the realest Geminis you guys gonna ever meet in your life. I'd be the happiest person in the world. 5 minutes later, I want everybody to get the fuck on. And it ain't that nobody done did nothing to me. It ain't that nobody done said nothing to me. Um, it's just I have so much going on in my head that I need to be releasing. So that's why I appreciate you guys so much. That's why I love talking to you so much. And that's why the individuals that you are, it fits me to a T. And I like it. If I want to be vulnerable, I can be vulnerable with you guys and not feel no certain type of way with it and not have to feel like I got to deal with no backlash. So you guys really helped me emotionally more than you would ever, ever begin to imagine, man. And you guys don't even understand this, man. Like when I be with Lewis, we really don't be talking about shit. We just be looking at each other, looking at TV. Like we really don't. That's what I'm saying, man. You got to corral yourself around like-minded people, and it'll bring the best out of you. I really need help with my anger issues. That's why I appreciate Vincent when you call me so early in the morning, because how your day start gonna really dictate a lot how it goes. So you lift me up in the morning, and then that is just the emotional aspect of things. I got this new baby coming from my daughter, and then my dad is getting older, and I be battling that shit. So I talk to myself about the emotional aspects of what I'm willing to gain and what I'm willing to lose. And I know that's evolution, but sometimes, man, you don't want to accept that shit. So I appreciate you guys in every aspect, man. I'm telling you, you guys don't realize how much I need y'all way more than y'all can ever possibly think that y'all need me because I'm trying to do better at how I raise my son and my grandson because I can truly say that I was raised in one of the most loving families that anybody could ever want to be raised in. But the flip side of that is that I was raised wrong. And now I'm old enough to realize that, yeah, I was really raised wrong. So it fucks my perception of shit up. And I think the way I think, and it ain't always to the betterment of me, nor the betterment of my family, nor the betterment of my friends. So I appreciate you guys, and man, I just want to close this thing out and say how much I love y'all. I can't wait till we have our next discussion, the next topic. Um, put this round table thing together.
Yeah,
Lewis,
absolutely. I
you and
like that.
Tori, y'all talking about it, be about it, goddamn it.
Yeah,
Don't just
I
keep
like that idea,
throw a
that
date
round
out
table.
there. Yeah,
Yeah, for
throw a
sure.
date out there. Let's
All
jump
right,
on it, man.
let's
Like,
do it.
And Lewis, yeah, I like that idea. That way we can
yeah,
invite whoever, and then
yeah. And then and
again, they
then this
show
the
up, they
thing.
show up.
Okay, when we have this round table discussion, gentlemen, it's 5 of us. Let's
Mhm.
leave 3 seats available for other men to come, and what I'm saying, just everybody get their own opinion. Everybody ain't gotta be the same. We need some right wing people, we need some left wing people, we need everybody. We really need to sit down and have a discussion because things are getting different. And let me say this last thing before we close this out. They just passed a new law in Georgia about the poo shiesty mags.
Mhm.
And if you got a little son or you like the uh, the LNs, these YNs, if you see them and you know of some, we need to have a discussion with them because they've made this a misdemeanor, but your ass will go to jail. Police pull up on you, it's 115 degrees outside. You go in the gas station, one of them push the mask on, they can lock your ass up.
Oh, really?
They
Is that
Yeah.
they want that gone, bro. It's too many crimes being committed, and you can't do nothing to
Mm-hmm.
see people's eyes. They
Right.
want that
Yeah.
gone. They instituted that yesterday. So if you see
Yep.
or know of some people that be wearing them ski masks, and I don't understand why you need a ski mask on and it's 100 degrees outside, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. So every time we find some new pertinent information, gentlemen, we gonna pass it on and make sure that we protect our community. And
I
guys, I
saw
love
I saw
y'all.
one of them. I saw one of them little motherfuckers lack of a better term the other day, dude, and had a hoodie on and had the string
Mm-hmm.
pulled so tight the hole probably was about that big, and that's all you could see was it like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
and it's 97 degrees.
Right.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Like I said, gentlemen, we're gonna talk again. I love y'all.
All right, brother.
I'll see y'all later, man.
All right, man.
All right.
Good
All right.
night,
All right, man.
brothers.
I love you, brother.
All right. Bye.
All right, love you too.